Hey, welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Row. Jamie, how are you?
Hi, everybody.
So Jamie's here from Beyond the Row. She's on Whiskey Row tonight.
If you haven't watched me on Beyond the Row, please check out my channel.
So I said, Jamie, can you help me film? And she's like, can I promote my channel? I was like, I guess. So well done. You've promoted your channel.
I only promote two things, and that is Beyond the Row and Old Forester.
Well, sadly, wow, nice t-shirt, by the way. And we're going to be busting open this Weller single barrel. Now, this bottle I won in the Virginia lottery not too long ago. And by lottery, when you win it, you still have to buy it. It's not like it was free. But it gave me the chance to buy it, so I bought it because, well, I've never seen this before and I wanted to get it. So this is, as of right now, the nicest Weller product that I've ever had. And I wanted to put it up against the other Weller products that I currently have in the Speakeasy, as well as another wheated bourbon that I think is one of the best wheated bourbons I've ever had. And that is the Maker's Mark 2021 FAE02. It ended up coming in, I think, second or third place in my bourbons of 2021. Fantastic bottle, super, super good. So we've got that going on tonight. We've got the single barrel Weller single barrel, comes in at 97 proof. Very, very excited to open this. I haven't even opened it yet, so this is going to be literally the first time I've tried it. Then we have a Weller Antique 107, which is getting a little low. I enjoyed some of this one, and then I made a Poor Man's Pappy. And lo and behold, we have a Poor Man's Pappy. So a Poor Man's Pappy, this one is a 60-40 split. It's 60% of Weller Antique 107, and it's 40% of Weller 12. And sadly, I don't have any Weller 12 left. So since I don't have a Weller 12 left in the Speakeasy, I had to go to kind of like the next best thing, or the next
like
best.
Old Forester?
Like Old Forester. No, I can't do Old Forester because Old Forester is not a wheated
David,
bourbon.
guess what's in my glass tonight?
Jamie, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm asking you to guess.
I'm thinking it might be, since you have a 1910 bottle. I almost said 1911.
Wait.
So tonight we're going to be doing a 5-way blind between these 4 Wellers and this Maker's Mark FAE02. I threw it in there because if this turns out to be amazing and it stands out way above these guys, then I wanted to put it up against this one, because this to me is an absolutely fantastic wheated bourbon. I really think highly of it. So I wanted to see how they all compared. So Jamie, I'm going to step out here in a minute. You're going to pour them up for me. And before we do, though, I'm going to open up the single barrel. I want to open this myself and be here for the cork pop, because it's kind of a special thing. It's one of the nicer bottles that I've gotten in a long time. Weller single barrel. Let's listen to the cork pop. That's pretty respectable.
Nice. Yeah.
Pretty
Oopsie.
So sometimes things happen here on Whiskey Row. I am not going to go get it right now. We'll go get it here in a minute.
Cork.
Yeah, go get it, Jamie. You find it for me. Whoa! She got it. Here we go. Make sure there's no dirt or skivvies on it or anything like that.
Don't put it... Okay, I was going to say...
All right, I'm going to leave it off and let it just air out right now.
Okay,
I'm going to step out of the Speakeasy. Jamie's going to pour it up for me. Pour up the blind for me.
He's finally gone. Guess what I'm going to do, guys? I just wanted to see what all the fuss was for this one, and I wanted to be the first to try it. Ooh. It smells really sweet, like caramel popcorn. Now it tastes like burnt popcorn. Still with some caramel on it. Just a very light sweetness. It's actually pretty good. Let's mix them up.
Wait a second.
I'm kind of excited for you to...
You poured one for yourself.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited for you to see.
You tasted the Weller single barrel?
No!
I hate you right now for that. I do. I hate you so much for that.
I knew you would.
I can't believe you drank it before I did.
Oopsie.
At least you waited.
What?
I
didn't know you'd be mad at me for it.
At least you waited until I could actually have the bottle and open it on Whiskey Row. Because if you would have taken it and opened it on Beyond the Row without me knowing, I'd have been sour. Ooh. Well, it smells like Weller. I got a 4 out of 5 chance of that being right. On the nose, this thing has got really like kind of a berry forward profile. I'm getting like a little bit of a raspberry, a little bit of a lemon tart, a little bit of a barrel. It's nice and smooth. Smells really good. Not super high proof or anything. Smells really nice. So palate on this one comes across a little bit of a spice up front and immediately goes into like this nice berry, but it's nice and thick and like a rich mouthfeel. It's a really kind of exceptional bourbon. The finish tends to be still very, very kind of berry sweet. A little bit of a tingly pepper. Maybe it's the alcohol proof, but just a little bit of that. And the finish is just very thick and syrupy and rich. And the finish goes on for quite a while. That's a really nice bourbon. That's really, really good. It's a little bit oakier than the first one. A little more of an oak barrel presence. Similar on the nose. A little less berry. A little less sweetness too. Let me try it. It's got kind of a little bit of a tannickiness. Like a really oaky presence up front. And then after that, like underneath, there's a little bit of that berry. It's got a good mouthfeel. It's a nice bourbon, but it has this little bit of kind of this oaky, tannicky quality throughout that I just don't love. It's not bad. It's good. Trust me. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad one. The first one didn't have it though. This one kind of has that. I'm getting it. It does have a nice mouthfeel. Like I said, the finish is pretty good, but there's this underlying flavor to it that I'm not in love with. It still has a little bit of that kind of weedy berryness thing going on that you get with a lot of the weeded bourbons. It's not bad. It just compared to the first two, it's a little rougher around the edges, a little more spiky in some flavor notes. It's not bad. There's still kind of a red berryness to it, a little bit of a weediness. But compared to the first two, like I said, it's a little rougher around the edges. There's a little more spikiness in some of the notes. So the nose on this one, I'm getting a little more proof. It comes across, there's still this really nice caramel vanilla sweetness. A little bit of a Christmas spice. Maybe a little nutmeg. It smells amazing. It's not berry. The other three were kind of berryish. But this has kind of this nice blend of things going on that's a little less in one direction and it's kind of more balanced. Because like there's caramel, nutmeg. It's very, very nice on the nose. I like this one a lot. Wow. On the palate, this is extremely well balanced. Yeah, it's got a great mouthfeel. It's a good finish. Mm-hmm. That's a really exceptional bourbon. I'm a fan. Sign me up. I'll take another bottle. That's good. I'm getting a little bit of kind of an oaky caramel. A little bit of red fruit, just ever so faint. Smell that. It's almost got this like really nice chocolate.
Ooh. And spice. I smell spice. Yeah,
there's some spice, but there's some chocolate, raspberry. It's not like a really chocolatey chocolate, but it's just this touch of chocolate on the raspberries, like chocolate covered raspberries or something.
Yeah, before they've been sitting for a while, like fresh ones.
Oh yeah, it's a fresh raspberry.
Sweet. They're not as sweet.
Yeah, it's not like a sugary finished raspberry, but like it's like nice fresh raspberry. The palate isn't as good as the nose was. It's getting a little bit more tannicky quality to it. I know. It's got a nice proof. It's got a nice mouthfeel, a really good mouthfeel, a little bit of that berryness, but it's not as berry forward as some of the ones that were over here. It's a little better balanced though. It has this like combination of like proof and age and like some, almost there's a little bit of a peanut to it too. Wow, that's really good. That's a really good bourbon. It's really well balanced. Like it's like a nice blend of different things. It's number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This one was at first, I liked it better, but as we got into it, it's kind of really tannicky. And there's like there's a quality of flavor that really kept coming through. I just didn't like. This one was really easy sipping, and I don't want to call it special because it wasn't special, but to me, it tasted better than this one. This one had kind of a pronounced nuttiness compared to the rest, which was really odd in this group. I wouldn't have expected in a weeded bourbon to get this like kind of nutty profile. And this one was just amazing berry forwardness. Special. This is a good bottle. But then this one had like this really nice balanced mouthfeel. Really just the flavor, the mouthfeel, the bourbon experience on this one was just fantastic. It had a little bit of that berryness, but overall it was extremely well balanced. In 5th place we have Weller Antique 107. In fourth place, we have Weller Special Reserve. In third place, we have Maker's Mark 02. Wow, that surprises me.
Really? You said it was like a chocolate and strawberry, chocolate covered strawberry. I'm not surprised. Maker's Mark.
Number 2 is Weller Single Barrel. That means Poor Man's Pappy won. I can't believe that.
I opened
It's
Poor
so
Man's
good.
Pappy when I was pouring it, and I'm like, ooh, fruit! And so I tasted it again.
All of you followers are well aware, especially you Patreons, I make mistakes all the time.
All the time.
So when I was going through and tasting them, I was thinking this was the Maker's Mark. I'm surprised by this. This one I thought was a true Weller, and I figured it was the single barrel because it was the best one of the true Wellers. I thought true Weller. This is the best of the true Wellers. I didn't really realize. I thought this was the Poor Man's Pappy. Anyway, I was really confused during the tasting, but it really came together very, very quickly as to which I liked best.
Yeah.
So the FAE02 is really good. Don't get me wrong. It's fantastic. If you can get a hold of one still, definitely try to get one because it's a really kind of a special, tasty bourbon. The Weller single barrel is this, at least from this barrel, obviously, because every single barrel is potentially a little different. Now that I know that it's a my lottery winning pick, I want to talk it up a little bit.
Hey, David.
What's up?
I tried it first.
Damn it.
I knew it. I knew before you stepped out of the room that I was going to do it first.
I can't believe I let you do that.
I know. I can't believe you did either.
I didn't even
thought that
think
was
about it. I can't believe
hilarious.
you.
I know. I was like, and he's opening the bottle for me too.
So if you're out hunting bourbon and you have a chance to get any of these, I would recommend them. The secondary on the Wellers is honestly not worth it in a lot of cases. The Weller Special Reserve is pretty darn good for the price, even if you have to pay $50 for this one. The value's there to me. The value on the 107, though, I struggle with. We can get these here in Virginia for about $50. And for $50, it's probably worth it to get a Weller Antique 107. This one's a little spikier. It's a little harder to drink. This is really good. This is exceptional. This is a fantastic tasting bourbon. I would love to taste this up against like a Van Winkle 10 or 12. I think that would be an interesting comparison to see how this compared to those. So that's the results for tonight. Jamie, thank you so much for coming on the video.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
I know, it's been a while since you've been on the channel.
It has been a while.
Anyway, if you ended up enjoying the video, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It means the world to us. Thank you so much to the Patreons out there. We really appreciate all of your support.
Check out Beyond the Row, guys. It's just one click away.
It is just one click away, and it is a great channel, and I'm on that channel as well.
Yeah, you'll find all sorts of David on there, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm on there all the time. Anyway, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to Whiskey Row, subscribe to Beyond the Row. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoy what we're doing, if you enjoyed this video. And until next time,
find a bottle you love.